I'm trying to figure out this weapon. I literally just picked this up. Oh, yeah, that's gonna kill me.
What is it? What's happening?
Triple whoop! It's dead! No!
So you do. Oh!
And we trapped it in the lava. Ha! Take that. Holy sh!
Oh, there's another crystal over here.
Oh!
Hey, thanks for staying for the Q&A. Before we get into that, I want to quickly say thank you for the huge amount of support for the channel. We hit 25,000 subscribers along with 5 million video views not too long ago, and it blows my mind how amazing this community is. If you're interested in interacting with me and supporting the channel even more, I have a Discord server calling your name. The link is in the description, and it's worth noting that most of these questions are also from the Discord. Without further ado, here's the Q&A. Jay asks, what do you plan on doing after Terraria dries up? Probably Terraria 2, but at the end of the day, it pretty much just relies on what you guys want me to do. You guys built up this channel, and I really want to follow what you guys are interested in. TT asks, where is my wife, Jetstreme? Mario asks, do you plan to do collaborations in the near future? This is a really good question, and honestly, it kind of just depends if there's a really good idea for a collaboration. Fernando asks, simple question, Crimson or Corruption? I love both. Corruption is absolutely a classic. I do seem a little bit more inclined to pick Crimson though, just whenever I'm given the choice. Kevin asks, did you expect the Terraria content to blow up? No, I definitely didn't. I was hoping on that first Terraria paint video, maybe 1,000 views. The YouTube algorithm blessed me, as well as just the amazing support that you guys gave for that video. So many people left comments and feedback, and a lot of you shared on a lot of different platforms. So the Terraria content blowing up, that wasn't really my doing. It was thanks to you guys. Alberry asks, what editing software do you use? I use a program called Filmora Wondershare. Here's a question from Angel Alvarez. How do you feel about Terraria Journey's End being the last update for Terraria? Honestly, it's pretty bittersweet, of course. I don't want the development to end for Terraria, but at the same time, I think it's time for the developers to move on to a new game, whether that's Terraria 2 or something completely new. Weekly Mountain Dew costs. Believe it or not, I actually have a budgeting spreadsheet where I keep track of all of my Mountain Dew purchases, and I am hopelessly in debt. A question from Kip. Yo, Jet, are you going to stream Journey's End when it drops? Yes. So the general consensus of these three questions, I put them all together because they all ask what my inspiration was. And my main inspiration, mostly Tumad, JTO, I don't know if that's being pronounced right, Level Up Lifting, and Lithro, also huge inspirations for my content. As a part 2 to this question, a lot of people have asked if Pedguin inspired me at all, because we're both Terraria YouTubers with a penguin avatar, so what's the deal there? Believe it or not, Pedguin actually didn't have any influence on my content or how I structured my YouTube channel. The penguin originates from my love for Club Penguin. I would play that all the time. That's pretty much the only way I had friends when I was younger, and my love of penguins kind of just weaved its way into a lot of aspects of my life. Another question from Kip. What do you plan on majoring in, and do you plan on trying to make YouTube a full-time job? Right now, I'm in a program called the MEMS program, or MEMS, that stands for Microelectronic Mechanical Systems. And I'm pretty happy with the program because, abbreviated, it's one letter off from spelling out memes. Specifically though, I'm in the field of mechatronics or mechanical electronics, which deals with printed circuit boards, wafer processing, die packaging, all of that fun electronic sciencey stuff. In terms of making YouTube a full-time job though, I plan to continue making content, and depending on how my channel continues to grow, I would for sure look into that as a possibility. For now though, it's just a fun hobby and an excellent way to give back to the Terraria community. Another question from TT. Where is my wife, Jetstreme? Mr. Pepsi Man asks, Jetstreme, why can't you spell stream right? Interesting question actually. My name initially was spelled Jetstreme as in S-T-R-E-A-M. I changed that to S-T-R-E-M-E because that version of the word stream references digital data, which is just perfect for me. Like I mentioned before, my major is mechatronics, and that delves into digital electronics as well. And I just thought it fit pretty well. Galaxy asks, when did you start playing Terraria, and what was the first thing you did in Terraria, if you remember? I started playing Terraria actually on the Xbox 360 back when that launched. The first thing I did was actually, I think maybe a relatable experience for a lot of people. A friend of mine was introducing me to the game, and he kind of just gave me a bunch of crap, and I followed him around, and I died a lot. It was kind of weird, and I didn't like the game initially, but since I had bought the game, I kind of stuck with it just to see how I would like it. I made my own world, I made my own town, and eventually I just got hooked. That's all for this video, as well as this series, but there's a whole lot more in store for the channel, so make sure you subscribe to get all of it. As a last minute note, like I said, I'm going to be streaming Journey's End here on YouTube, and it would be amazing if you stopped on by to hang out. I have my stream schedule in the community tab. I hope you guys all enjoyed this series as much as I did making it, and here's to Journey's End.